Imagine a world filled with the gentle, gut-string whispers. Lutes. Vihuelas. Their sounds were sweet and intimate. They filled parlors and royal courts. For centuries, this was the primary voice of the plucked string in Europe. People knew its quiet character. They understood its limitations. Then, a new sound began to emerge. It was a sound with more power. It had a sharp metallic ring. It carried a different kind of energy. This was the sound of steel strings on a wooden box, a combination that would soon ignite a musical revolution and forever alter the sonic landscape. This was not a gradual evolution. It was a series of distinct moments, small explosions of innovation. These metallic tones contrasted the organic warmth of gut strings, louder, brighter, with longer sustain. Long before the guitar as we know it existed, the world was filled with the sounds of plucked strings. The concept is ancient and universal. A taut string vibrates to make music. In ancient Mesopotamia and Egypt, harps, lyres. They accompanied worship, royal processions, and epic storytelling. They established the bond between a vibrating string and a resonating body. A key ancestor was the lute, tracing back to the Middle Eastern oud, pear-shaped, bent peg box, fretless. Carried into Europe, it gained frets, enabling precise intonation and chords. With its delicate voice, the lute defined Renaissance music for virtuosos and amateurs alike. It taught fingerstyle and harmonic accompaniment. Another branch, the cithern, used metal strings and a flatback. Brighter tone, easier to build, music of the people. Played in taverns and homes for simple songs, it proved a fretted instrument could handle metal string tension. Lyres and harps explored resonance, the lute, frets and fingerstyle. The cithern, flat backs and metal strings. Each contributed a piece to the puzzle from which the true guitar would emerge. In vibrant 16th century Spain, a unique instrument took center stage, the vihuela de mano. Strikingly guitar-like, flat-back figure-8 body, unlike the pear-shaped lute. An instrument of the aristocracy, voicing complex polyphony on 6 courses of gut strings. Alongside it, the 4-course guitar, smaller, 4 pairs of strings, simple, rhythmic, for song and dance. Portable, affordable, fun, everyday music. Early on, the split was clear. Refined solo voice versus rhythmic folk accompaniment. The vihuela waned as the popular guitar evolved. A 5th course was added. Across Europe, the baroque guitar proved versatile, strummed and plucked. By the late 18th century, courses gave way to single strings, leading to the 6th string we know. It absorbed the vihuela's elegant shape and the guitar's rhythmic spirit. Growing in size and complexity from 4-course roots, Spain forged the next transformation. A crucible of tradition set the stage for the modern guitar. The early 19th century guitar was small and quiet, perfect for parlors, not concert halls. That changed with one luthier, Antonio de Torres Jurado of Seville and Almería. He didn't invent anew, he perfected, transforming the 6-string Spanish guitar into the modern classical. He enlarged the body and thinned the soundboard for freer vibration, a major breakthrough in volume and tone. Projection and richness soared. From whisper to roar, the guitar became a true concert instrument. Torres pioneered fan bracing, thin wooden struts fanned beneath the top, strong yet light, vibrationally efficient. The result? Louder, balanced sound, deep basses and clear, singing trebles. His hidden architecture became the benchmark, Stradivarius-level influence. Championed by Francisco Tárrega, the Torres guitar established classical guitar as a serious solo voice. Because of Torres, the guitar could stand alone in concert halls. Every modern classical guitar owes him a debt, the man who gave it its powerful, beautiful voice. While Torres perfected gut-string guitars, America's bustling, noisy cities demanded more volume. Blues, ragtime, early country, players in juke joints, medicine shows, dance halls needed to cut through. The answer was strings, from gut to steel, the most important event in the American guitar's creation. Steel was bright, sharp, metallic, and loud. But steel's tension bowed necks, pulled bridges, and collapsed tops. A new, stronger guitar was needed. Makers used thicker woods and reinforced necks, sometimes hardwood inserts, to resist the pull. Delicate fan bracing wasn't built for steel. Robust new bracing patterns emerged to keep tops alive. Thus, the American steel string diverged forever from its European cousin. Mail-order catalogs spread affordable guitars nationwide, workhorses for ordinary lives. Built to be carried town to town, they became a democratic instrument. A loud, rugged voice for emerging American styles, and a loud, rugged nation. Two American companies rose to the challenge, C.F. Martin and Gibson. Martin developed X-bracing, strength beneath the bridge while letting the top sing. It handled steel with ease, loud, clear, balanced, for strumming and fingerstyle. In the 1930s came the Dreadnought, named after a battleship, larger, deeper, with booming bass and huge volume. The D-28, spruce over rosewood, became an American acoustic icon. Gibson, under Lloyd Loar, pioneered the archtop, violin-inspired carved plates and F-holes. Punchy, mid-focused tone that cut through orchestras. The L5, its pinnacle, chosen by Eddie Lang. Archtops pointed directly toward electrics. Projection in ensembles. Gibson also made beloved flat tops, often warmer, woodier, percussive, strong in the mids, perfect for the raw emotion of the blues, favored by players like Robert Johnson. Musicians chose between Martin's balanced power and Gibson's bluesy grit, a choice that shaped countless records. As bands grew louder, even archtops and dreadnoughts struggled. The solution was the pickup, turning string vibration into electrical signal for amp and speaker. In 1936, the Gibson ES-150, electric Spanish, made electrified guitar commercially viable. Charlie Christian used it as a lead instrument. Fluid, horn-like solos that changed jazz forever. With amps providing power, builders emphasized tone, playability, and feedback resistance. Thinner bodies led to the solid body electric, while acoustic electric remained its own path. Players loved acoustic resonance but needed volume. Amplified acoustics kept their soul on big stages. Pickup tech improved. In the 60s, 70s, piezos under the saddle sensed pressure vibrations for truer acoustic tone. With onboard preamps and EQ, players gained unprecedented control. The quiet revolution was complete, intimate and unplugged, or a stage-ready powerhouse without losing the acoustic soul. In the late 59s and early 60s, the folk revival swept America and Britain. Young people rediscovered traditional songs, drawn to simplicity, honesty, and social commentary. At the center was the steel string guitar, portable, affordable, learn 3 chords and play hundreds of songs. The acoustic guitar became a symbol. Joan Baez, her Martin 045, elevated folk artistry. Bob Dylan transformed the role, writing deeply personal and fiercely political songs. He showed the acoustic wasn't just for old songs. It was a tool for creating new ones and moving crowds. Demand exploded. Builders ramped production. The Dreadnought defined the era, ideal for soloists and folk groups. Learning guitar became a rite of passage. Youth culture, self-expression, connection, and change. Careers were built on an acoustic and a story, an enduring tradition across indie folk, country, and pop. The image of one artist and one guitar, an indelible legacy of a generation. Today's acoustic guitar is a living museum of its evolution. Hold a Dreadnought and feel Martin's X-bracing, born to withstand steel. Play a classical and hear Torres's principles from his Spanish workshop. Its figure 8 echoes the vihuela, 6 single strings, final steps from 4 coarse roots. Every element tells of the search for tone, volume, expression, new body shapes, and bracing push boundaries. Spruce, rosewood, mahogany endure, alongside sustainable woods and composites like carbon fiber, stable and consistent. Electronics now blend sources for remarkably realistic amplified tone. Learning transformed, video tutorials, apps, and remote teachers. A global instrument, adapting to every culture it touches. It can be an orchestra for one. Rhythm, harmony, melody. Beyond technique, it connects us. telling stories, sharing joy and sorrow.